my goal was to get to like a Google or a Microsoft or something like that. And I think at the time I didn't realize how crazy that sounded. Somebody with a terrible GPA and who barely graduated with almost no professional experience now wants to work at Google. I think I'm laughing at myself right now. I'm sure other people probably would have laughed if I told them that out loud, but I went after it and I did what everybody told me to do. You know, I went to all the people that we typically go to for advice, friends, family, career counselors, mentors, online gurus, and they all told me to apply online, tweak my resume, tweak my cover letter, apply online, and just rinse and repeat until I got a job. And so I did that, and I ended up applying to the first 100 jobs and didn't really even get a response. And so I went back to those same people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, just keep doing it until something works." And so I applied to like 300 jobs within the first couple of months. I maybe got 1 or 2 interviews, and I was just told every time that I didn't have enough experience. And so this thing that everybody told me to do was not working. And when I kind of called them on it, nobody had an answer. And I also thought it was weird that everybody from, this 60-year-old doctor to this career counselor to my buddy's 35-year-old brother all had the same advice. That doesn't make any sense. So I took a step back and I changed up my strategy. And I basically went out and I found people who had already achieved what I was hoping to do, which was getting a job at a place like a Google or a Microsoft, but coming from a non-traditional background. And I made it my mission to tear apart the hiring process and kind of figure out how it ticked, how it worked. And I came up with this system. I A/B tested everything from resumes to interview questions. I took courses on psychology to understand how I could create better relationships. And I took it to the nth degree and created this system that eventually allowed me to sort of pick and choose where I interviewed at. And what companies kind of moved forward with me. And that led to my current job at Microsoft. But I also, interviewed and got offers at Twitter and Google. And so after enough people came up to me and said, how did the kid who failed chemistry and French now end up working for this great company? After enough people approached me, I decided to write a whole article about it. And that article really took off. And the rest is history. I've just been kind of building off of that. So we have a community. Over the past 3 years, we've had about 30,000 people come through the doors of Cultivated Culture, many of them going on to land jobs at places like Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Deloitte, Boston Consulting Group, Goldman Sachs, ESPN, really across industries at the world's best companies. And they're doing it all using the system without applying online. So the social impact that I'm trying to make with my business from sort of like a mission perspective, and we can talk more about how I incorporate social impact into other parts of the business. But at a high level, my goal is really to just empower people to land jobs they love. We spend so much time at work. We spend sometimes more time at work than we do with our families and friends, which is crazy. But people should love what they do, and they should be paid what they deserve, and they should be treated fairly. And right now the hiring process is broken. And so my goal is to teach people about it, kind of an alternative to this online application black hole that will allow them to take back some control of their job search, of their career, and help them find stuff that they love to do.